Well, hello everyone. Coach Brenda Kelly here coming to you again. Hope you are having an amazing day. And I wanted to come on today and talk a little bit about something that I think will be interesting to you, and that is getting ready for flu season. So we are in the month of October. Happy October. This is my favorite time of the year. The fall is my absolute favorite time. And so I want to talk about getting prepared for flu season because a lot of times we wait until someone starts getting sick before we start getting the things that we need to help to do what we need to do when sometimes it's us. And we have to go out and get the things that we need to keep us going. So let me talk a little bit about those things. What do you do and how do you prepare for flu season? And I know one time before I did a YouTube video about the things that you should have as an emergency kit. Well, I'm going to just talk today about flu season. This is flu season. So creating a preparedness kit, when you think about what you need or what usually happens when you get sick, what are some of the things that happen that make you like think about, oh, I need something to help me get through this time. So I'm going to talk about getting a preparedness kit ready for flu season and any other illness that may arise. So I'm going to give you 10 items that I think are important to have. And that is, number one is a thermometer. Having a digital thermometer. You know, they used to have the glass ones back in the day when I first became a nurse. Those are way outdated. So having a digital thermometer, having a couple of them, and there's so many out on the market that you can get the simple ones that are like maybe $4 or $5 to the ear ones, or you know, the digital ones that are, you know, kind of in between there. So a thermometer. Number two is having a stock of tissues, that, you know, a couple boxes of tissues, so that when that time comes, you're coughing, you're sneezing, you're blowing your nose, having some nice soft tissues in the house. Number three is hand sanitizer. Having hand sanitizer so that if you're caring for someone that is sick, in between washing your hands, you can use some hand sanitizer. Alcohol-based sanitizer to sanitize your hands when soap and water is not readily available. The next one is pain relievers and fever reducers. So you want something to relieve the pain and also decrease that fever. And two of the things that we normally use is Tylenol and ibuprofen most of the time. Now, I really like to let the fever run its course if you can. Let your system work. Get too high, but when it starts climbing, of course, having something available, especially for children, having something readily available. Now, before it gets out of hand, you can put a little cool cloth on their head, anything to kind of help them relax. The next thing I would say is having some kind of throat lozenges, cough drops. You know, they have the honey ones. Just to kind of soothe the throat, because sometimes when you start coughing and you can't stop, it's always good to have something. And you can make your own cough drops as well, make your own healthy cough drops, or also having cough syrup for sore throats. Next is my favorite, is having plenty of water, making sure that you are hydrated. You must be hydrated, because usually when you have this cold or flu symptoms, you have cold or flu symptoms, you don't want to do anything, especially drinking. So having some type of fluid to hydrate. It's always good to have some type of electrolyte drink. Also having herbal teas or soups, making sure you have broth, you know, have a supply in your pantry of these things, so that when you are ill, you don't have to run out to the store trying to get the things you need to help you feel better. Popsicles are also a great thing, especially for children. If they have a temperature and they won't eat anything, you can give them a popsicle, maybe something like that to make them feel better. Next, number 7 would be having face masks. Having face masks. So if someone is sick in your house, having those extra face masks where you can protect yourself when caring for them, or they can protect themselves from you if you're sick. So it's always good to have a supply. You never know. If it's COVID related, if it's flu symptoms, you are covered. So number 7, face masks. Another thing that's good is disinfectant wipes, because you want to make sure that you are wiping down everything in your house. If someone is sick, you are wiping down the countertops, making sure everything is nice and clean, so that when that person is sick, you can just clean up that bacteria, keeping everything as spotless as you can during that time. Number 9 is having a digital health record. And I always talk about that, even when I talked about the emergency kit, having a health record, knowing what your family members are taking, knowing if they're on cholesterol medicine, if they're on blood pressure medicine, if they're on diabetes medicine. It's important that you know what they're on. It's also good to be able to get into their my chart, so that if the doctor is looking for lab values or wanting to know what the last A1C was or the cholesterol level, you are aware and you have access to those documents. So it's important to have a digital record available as well. Contacts also, it's important that you have those emergency contacts, so if there is an emergency, you're not scrambling around looking for the people that you need to call, but you have it right there. You have a list. You can bring it with you. If you're not able, someone can help you with that. So having an emergency contact list. And number 10, prescriptions. Knowing what prescriptions your spouse is on, knowing what prescriptions your mother, your father, if you have elderly parents, knowing what they're on, especially knowing that they have a good supply of their medicine when they're ill. You don't want to be in a place where all of a sudden they are out of their blood pressure medicine or out of their blood sugar medicine. So having a good supply of medication on hand, as well as knowing exactly what they're on. So these are just a few tips, 10 tips to really keep in mind as it pertains to flu season. This is the flu season, and it's better to be prepared than not. So I wanted to share that with you. And remember, get your kit together. Just grab a bag, grab a backpack, whatever it is, and have everything available. So when that time comes, you are ready. You can even have a section in your house, in your pantry, where you can put certain things. This is my emergency kit for cold and flu season. All right. So have an amazing rest of your day. Just wanted to share that with you. Remember, if you like what's happening here, you are welcome to like, share, and subscribe. We are moving up, and I'm excited about that. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel. All right. If you have not already, take care. Have an amazing rest of your day.